Hi, Leo. Happy New Year's. I am so tired. I'm so sleepy, but I can't sleep, so still catching up. I hope you guys had a good one though. So, I am gonna go ahead and do a read today. I will use the Moonchild Tarot deck, and we'll see what's going down. Um, as you can see, changed locales a little bit just for a little change of scenery. And we're gonna grab about 4 cards to go from, and then I'll go ahead and get some clarifiers for you guys as well. What's going on? These cards are jumping, but it's like huge stacks of them. Usually just one card will come out, and they're acting sticky. The cards are sticking together, so you guys might be sticking together. I'm just going to show you the card that just flipped out because that was interesting that came through. The Eight of Wands, which is the communication card, popped out when I said that. You guys might be sticking close to somebody, Leo, or trying to stay nearby a situation, keep an eye on something, figure out for yourself how to communicate that you feel stuck, possibly. Okay, so we've got the first 4 cards out. We got the universe in reverse. So someone feels like their whole world has been flipped upside down. The 9 of Cups in reverse. So someone's not happy about this, obviously. I don't think anybody would be happy about that. The 8 of Wands, which is the communication. And then also the King of Cups in reverse, which is the Cancer card. So you may be upset that there is a communication without a Cancer. You may not be talking to a Cancer at the moment, or have felt like the Cancer flipped your world upside down and took all of your happiness. The King of Cups doesn't have to be a Cancer, so let me stop saying Cancer. I am going to let you know that men and women have both female and masculine energy in us. All of us do. So it's the yin and yang, the cohesion between your masculine and feminine sides. So this could be a feminine energy, actually. Or it could be a masculine energy that is definitely very intuitive. Cancer is one of the signs that is a water sign, obviously, and they're deeply responsive emotionally. In the upright, a King of Cups is somebody who has figured out how to regulate their emotions really well, who is somebody who's steady. I want to say a steady stream of input, a steady understanding of how to inject emotional significance into situations. So oftentimes if you lose a Cancer, or if you don't feel like they're talking to you, if you feel like ignored by them, or that you're communicating that there's not, something is off, then you're really gonna feel it, because Cancers are very generous, they're very intuitive, they're very giving in terms of the way that they can cater to your emotional, psychological, mental needs. So that is definitely true. And you know, the fact that this communication card in particular does have that big old moon, and you know I love talking about that, right behind the portal or the doorway underneath the sun god here. Amun-Ra is the sun god associated with the falcon head here on this card. You may be dealing with somebody who is an overseer of something, like a manager, supervisor, something like that. I'm drawn to the hieroglyphic on the rock right there. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Get as close as I can. Yep. There's hieroglyphics on that rock, and there's a cartouche, which a cartouche is basically when that's why they circle, they write up and down hieroglyphics, and they circle the name of royalty with a line underneath it to symbolize the fact that they are royalty, that you should be marking this name in your head when you see it. So this is the deity Amun-Ra, and I think probably that's his name carved on the wall. But there is actually, this is to the left of the pillar. I know the camera flips things around, but if I'm holding this, forward from my perspective, then it's on the left side, the name is. On the right side, there's more space. On the right side, there's more of like the pillar is a little taller. Ooh, did you hear that? Like something does not want me talking about that. Or maybe somebody feels froggy about this. Or does a cat have your tongue? What's going on, Leo? Because that was really weird. There's some type of secret that you may be able to head off by understanding the cartouche, the meaning behind a name, the towering kind of power behind a name, the tallest significance that is right in line with whatever portal, doorway, path you're trying to take at the moment. That's right here. It's right underneath Amun-Ra. And I'm also just called to look at his legs. This is a statue. And both of his legs have broken off, if you can see. You may be feeling like you're not able to move around freely. As I said before, there is extra space to the right. And for some reason, I'm just seeing, it would be easier to communicate if you had more space. You may be feeling smothered. Maybe that's the reason why my voice got really tightened. The word tighten just popped in my head. Does that mean something to one of you guys? But also, tightening of the throat would indicate that potentially you feel emotional about this. You may have, Cancer somewhere in your chart. You need to look at the whole chart, not just your sun and rising signs. I would encourage you to go look at your chart if you don't know all of it. Astrology Cafe is a really good website to do that. They've got a free natal chart interpreting tool that you can enlist for yourself if you'd like to take a look at what your whole chart looks like. But I'm just getting that this lack of emotion has made somebody feel immobilized. Maybe secrets are being kept, and somebody just wants to stick to the sand. They want to stick to the walking on the beach. And every time that I think about walking on the beach, I think about sunsets, sunrises, the way that the ocean sounds, and the good amount of respect that I have for the body of water that is right there. The sea is kind of like its own entity. It gives life, and it also can take your life. We're not, as humans, we start off as water-based life because we're in our mother's stomach and amniotic fluid. And that's something that as soon as you are born, obviously, they cut your umbilical cord and you start depending on getting air for yourself by breathing. So babies, when they're first born, they automatically know how to hold their breath underwater to learn how to swim. And it's because they're so used, like newborns. If you throw a newborn into, don't ever do that. But I was just saying, like, if you were to throw a newborn underwater, they wouldn't be in distress. They would stop trying to breathe because they're aware, like, it's an automatic system function that all of us go through. Sorry, I'm so tired that it's hard for me to kind of put this into words. Just because I'm seeing the universe card in the upright, that would mean that, she's holding a crystal ball. She's taking a look at what is the deeper meaning behind all of this. There are orbs flying through the sky around her, so she's very aware of the spiritual presence of her life, her origin source, her ability to connect with such and to communicate what she needs. In the reverse, that is probably why, if you're not able to communicate with the universe and you're unhappy about that, it would make you feel like you can't walk, that you're crippled in some way, or that you're unable to achieve this emotional stability of having this King of Cups in the upright. I'm going to go ahead and grab some clarifiers with the Rider-Waite deck, and we will see. Oops. Okay, Leo. Give me a second. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, 2 cards actually fell out immediately, and they fell out right, one on top stuck to the other. I'm telling you, the cards are sticking, and they don't usually stick for me like this. They're really sticking together today, and it's only for your read. I just did 2 other reads, and they were just fine. They weren't sticking at all. So I literally feel like you feel so stuck right now. Quite literally so stuck that you can't move. I hope you guys are doing all right. Leos are really emotional humans as well. They're a fire sign, and they're really passionate about things one way or the other. That's going to manifest itself. Leos are also really prideful. They're very much, not prideful in a bad way, but like they like to understand what's going on. And so without that connection with the universe, I'm pretty sure you probably do feel lost. And the 2 cards that came up for that were the Lovers in the upright and then the 4 of Cups in the reverse. So you're not accepting the love. Oh, yeah. You're not accepting the love of the universe at the moment. Or you love not accepting the universe at the moment. Maybe there's something going on that you can't accept or you don't want to accept that's making you feel crippled. Or the 9 of Cups came out, obviously, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse right underneath it. So you're largely unhappy because this karmic wheel has turned and something is about to shift or change in your life. And you may not like that shift, obviously. The reason why I kind of looked shocked when I was putting the cards down is that obviously I just showed you when I was flipping the cards the first time and I said that they were sticking together, this communication card flipped out, which is the 8 of Wands. I kid you not, the 8 of Wands came out again in the Rider-Waite Tarot. So somebody's desperately trying to communicate. This is desperately trying to get through. You may feel like you've been screaming at the top of your lungs for so long that you're now tired and exhausted from trying to get your way or trying to communicate with somebody about something, about feeling like you can't breathe, or you can't move, or you need some more space, or like whatever the case may be. It's that this is definitely you're strongly, I think you're communicating that even intuitively, even if you're not communicating it literally, and I do feel like you're doing that as well. I feel like you're not only showing up physically to communicate something, but you're also showing up in the spiritual realm. So this is very strongly you manifesting that change that you're trying to see, which is good. Don't stop asking for what you want, The King of Cups in reverse came out with the Knight of Swords rushing in. So this was some type of quick communication that was highly unemotional, highly unfulfilling for you or for whoever this King of Cups person was. And it was unexpected. I'm getting it really caught you off guard, which is why you feel the need to communicate excessively. Or like I'm getting a little bit of a sense of like franticness off of this, rushing in, communicating as strongly as you can. That this unhappiness or this disrest from the Cancer or from the King of Cups, whoever this person or woman is in your life, because I'm saying it could be a man or a woman, is something that's like nagging at you. It's bothering you. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse with the Nine of Cups in reverse. So it's something you feel urgency to fix whatever has happened. And it's something that you'd like to focus on, figure this out right now. So, patience. I know patience is not my forte, so I understand how frustrating it can be. Good luck. I'll be back to give you guys some more information on how to maybe get yourself out of that. Actually, I'll use my voodoo deck. And we'll get 3 cards for the future, or how to go ahead and fix or cultivate a change for you that would be positive. Since it seems like this is kind of an urgent issue and matter for... The World Egg just dropped out. That's the first card. This is the 0-point absolute penultimate goal of yours, is to achieve this World Egg. Now I understand why you're a little bit frantic. This would be your biggest goal, your biggest dream, your most important, prominent priority focus, whatever it is that you're wanting. You feel like it just got taken, or it just got obliterated in some sense. That something came rushing in and completely wiped out the emotional stability of your life. I would be upset too, to be honest. Sometimes that I was still trying to shuffle and it just stuck, so I'm going to take it. Okay. This is Hugan. This is a fire sign in reverse. So upright, this man is beating his drum, trying to make as much noise, as much sound, as much commotion. That's why I literally am seeing somebody who feels like they have been trying to scream at people to understand something for so long and cannot communicate that, or that something just came in that was so incredibly such a ruckus or such a rumpus. I'm hearing the wild rumpus. Have you guys read Where the Wild Things Are? You should read it if you haven't. But they have this magic rumpus where they all the beasts of the land and the wild things go and dance together. So you may be feeling like you're in the middle of some type of, a zoo, or be like that you're not able to move past something. I just did the read for Sagittarius, and the same card came out in the reverse. You may need to look at the Sagittarius read. If you're dealing with the Sagittarius, I would suggest you do that. This is the Rada card, Azaka, number 10. You are done with this. Whatever this ruckus is, it's caused you some headache with this world card. This is the communication card that keeps... this is in the 3rd place, just like those 2 communication cards that came out with the other 2 decks. You're trying to figure out how to make a new beginning, or how to plant your seeds wisely moving forward, because you're so unhappy with the current situation. You literally feel like your world has been taken, made into a rumpus, and then grew from that rumpus into whatever it is that's coming next. Let me get the 4th card for this part of your advice. And okay, Obatala came out. This is number 4, Santeria. This man is an older man dressed all in white with 3 snails crawling up his arm, holding a dove or a bird in his hand. As advice, I would look at the first and last cards of this and say that you need to understand something. That the ruckus, the mess that your life is feeling like to you right now, the starting place for that, or where you were before in the past, was the World Egg. So you may have had it before. Things are now changing. After a storm is when the rainbow comes out. So the fact is that this, Hungan card with the man beating the drum upside down. It's like somebody's causing problems on purpose almost, or somebody is intentionally trying to make friction, and it would be the past and the present, or the past and the future. If this is causing you issues, you don't want it to be your future, which is pretty straightforward. But, you know, your past, if it's something that you really valued, go for it. Go back and get that. You know what I mean? You only live once. Go get what you want. Don't wait for anybody. Don't sit around and twiddle your thumbs. Don't do what you want to do. And on top of that, don't ever let somebody take from you the things, the people, the places. Nobody can affect your happiness or cause you to lose a sense of yourself if you've already got that. That's probably what you had before. I don't know what is going on with this. Number 4 in the traditional deck is obviously a home card. Something could be happening in your home that feels like it's going at a snail's pace, is going to have redemption when it gets to the, you know, this man has got his arm across his chest, you know, he's holding on to his shoulder. He's holding on for dear life. Possibly. I don't know why I got for dear life. Okay, that was weird. I just got a flash of a car. There's a movie about a dog that's reincarnated. It's not a dog. It's a man who dies. He's married and he dies. And he's reincarnated as a dog. And as the dog, he goes to find his wife. And it's kind of sad because he has to watch her move on and grieve his death and all this kind of stuff. But he also gets to be in her life, and he's so thankful for that. It's just a really nice movie. You should go watch it. But in the movie, they hit a deer in the car, like right kind of toward the beginning of the movie. From what I remember, I haven't watched it in a really long time, and I don't know the title. I'm really sorry. If I find it or remember what the title is, I'll put it in the comments. But yeah, I'm just getting that there was some type of a car accident or some type of a collision or an impact that was so quick. Maybe somebody didn't make it. Maybe that's where the King of Cups left the picture. Maybe, you know, I don't know what's going on, Leo. I don't know what's happening in your life. And car accidents don't have to necessarily, when you see a car accident, it doesn't have to be literally cars. You know, when you think about a relationship that you may be in with somebody, something, someplace, you're inside of a vessel moving towards something. So when you think about a collision or two things colliding at high speeds, it's always going to cause some type of offshoot of emotions, you know, or a spray of, hopefully not metal and people, but this is literally potentially what happened here. From the past to the future, this is what had collided in the middle, was the ruckus and your ability to cultivate something. So that's why you're screaming at the top of your lungs that you'd like a change. I would suggest that you ask politely for whoever, whatever this is, to either help you return to your prior state or to forget about, like, just move away. You remove yourself from the situation, because if you're waiting for other people to remove themselves, they're not going to. If they took something from you that was this valuable to you in your mind, then your wealth has been affected in a way that is not appropriate. It's pretty straightforward. So I think my advice is just going to be that I would encourage you to keep your faith, keep your head up, and try to maybe stop communicating. Try the opposite of what you're doing. Remember when you're little and you're in school and everyone's like, oh, it's opposite day. Try it just for a day. So anyway, you guys have a good one. I will be back. I hope all is well. Just kind of a little bit of a downer of a read, but you can only read what's on the cards, right? So anyway, you guys have a good one. Bye-bye.